Over the decades, our underground infrastructure has become increasingly complicated and congested, and that means projects where digging is required can become a serious safety hazard. Whether you're planting a tree, building a fence, or planning a more serious excavation, our next guest wants to get the word out. You need to dial 811 before you dig. Joining us now on behalf of One Calls of America is construction accident survivor and two-time Olympian Cliff Meidel. Cliff, welcome.
Thank you.
Cliff, you're a two-time Olympian, but before that, there was another important moment that defined your life. Tell us about your story.
Well, when I was a young kid over 25 years ago, I was involved in a severe excavation accident where I was electrocuted when I was operating a jackhammer on a work site, and I ended up piercing through 3 high-power cables that were buried in an unmarked area. And the accident was very traumatic. I initially received a cardiac arrest, where I was very thankful that local authorities were able to perform CPR and get me back to life. But the accident kind of left me with some severe damages to both of my legs. I was very lucky. I met a doctor from UCLA Medical Center who performed the state-of-the-art type of surgery where he did this muscle grafting, and he ended up saving both of my legs.
Now, because of your experience, you've become an advocate for 811, the call before you dig phone number. What is 811 and how does it work?
Well, essentially, 811 was started by the FCC back in 2007, and it's a very easy, simple one-call type of system where you dial 811 at least 3 business days prior to doing any type of digging or excavation, whether you're a homeowner or a contractor, whether you're digging a fence post, or you're installing a mailbox, or even doing some tilling work in your yard. It's very simple. You dial 811, that number gets transferred into a local call center where an administrative individual will go ahead and find out exactly what type of digging projects you're doing, and they will notify some of the utility owners, and they'll send out a locator that will mark all of the potential underground utilities that are near the area where you're digging. And it's very simple. In fact, statistically, 34% of the time, people damage underground utilities without calling 811. But if you dial 811, we can reduce that statistic to less than 1%. So you can see it's very beneficial. It saves underground utilities from being damaged. At the same time, it saves lives.
Cliff, it's a really important message. Thanks for sharing it with us today.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Remember, whether your excavation project is a large one or something as simple as a mailbox and sprinkler, be sure to dial 811 before you dig. You won't regret it.